Hello and welcome, my Scorpio friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching this video. This is going to be my group monthly forecast for my Scorpio friends. Today we're going to explore what you can expect for the month of January. We're going to look at those obstacles, but more importantly, we're going to look at how to overcome them and also looking at those blessings that we can embrace throughout the month. The deck that I'm going to be using for the reading is the Crystal Visions Tarot, and I'm also going to be using the Dragon Oracle. Like always, there are links below to all these fantastic decks, so should they speak to you, you can go check them out for yourselves. Alright, my Scorpio friends, let's get started. See what the cards have to say. What can my Scorpio friends expect for the month of January? Alright, got a couple jumpers here. The first one, the Earth Fire Dragon. Works with you to clear that fifth dimensional ley lines. Now science is slowly catching up to the woo-woo, and you hear about the ley lines on Earth. Ley lines are more than just on the Earth. They connect us through to the universe and then also the different dimensions. The Earth Fire Dragon really connects the Earth ley lines with those of the other dimensions and is able to clear out that low vibrational energy. With him, jump the Earth and Water Dragon, creates the foundation for new growth. And these two fantastic earth-based dragons are going to really work with you, your guides and guardians, to really establish a fantastic structure and foundation for January. January is going to be an amazing month. All right, let's look at January and how these amazing earth dragons, the earth fire and the earth water, are going to help us. Which card represents January for my Scorpio friends? The Eight of Wands. Eights are about movement and manifestation. And it's going to be that movement and manifestation that these dragons help us out with. Connecting in to that very grounded energy and that solar plexus chakra to make things happen. Wands are all about that passion and creativity. January is going to be a fantastic month to really see that movement going. The Eight of Wands is a movement card, and we're going to be able to lay some amazing foundations. Let's get into this month. What does the beginning of January look like for my Scorpio friends? Had a couple jumpers here. The Three of Pentacles. Threes are about that expression and growth. The Three of Pentacles is really about teamwork, working together with those on this plane and then the higher vibrational planes to really create that foundation and help you strengthen those skills that are going to be emerging throughout 2020. With it, jump the Queen of Pentacles. That nurturing, loving energy of the Queen connected into that grounding growth of the Pentacle will really give you that foundation. She really offers you the ability to start to nurture and strengthen your roots so that you are able to feel grounded and stable as we start to move things forward and as you start to work on those skills and abilities. When we're doing those higher vibrational pieces of work, we can kind of feel a little bit dizzy and a little bit unstable. Those roots that the Pentacles here are trying to create and establish will help kind of subside some of that dizziness and wobbliness. Let's look at the middle of the month. What card represents the middle of January for my Scorpio friends? the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is that quintessential, you are working way too hard. You need to work more efficient rather than harder. There's a better way to achieve things, and the middle of the month is going to give us some of those aha moments. As we work with those dragons and our high vibrational posse and family, we're really going to find better and more efficient ways to connect in, to ground ourselves, and to do those physical pieces in our physical realm. Those day-to-day tasks that kind of take out a lot of time, we're going to find better ways to kind of complete them and seek the supports we need to get them done. The end of January. What does the end of January bring my Scorpio friends? The first one, the Fool. That beginning card, that new beginning, that excited energy, that belief in the universe, trust in the universe that it has a grand plan. We may not know it, and it's okay because you trust in that universe. You trust that your high vibrational beings, your guides, your guardian has your back, and they're going to help you and guide you to that best and grandest outcome. And with the Fool, the Devil, the 15th card in the Major Arcana, and it speaks about those vices and thought patterns, those core values that really hold us back, hold us to the ground and weigh us down. This touches in on some of that challenge that you're going to have at the end of the month. However, it's going to really be something you need to kind of confront and reflect on. You need to use that fire of the earth dragon there, not only to ground yourself, but to help really burn out those pieces that are not working in your life. They're not to your highest vibration and not helping with your greater good. All right, let's look at those challenges. I know the devil in himself is a challenge. However, that's not what the obstacle to the end of the month is. Let's look at the obstacle for January. What obstacle will my Scorpio friends face for January? Okay, got a couple jumpers here. The first one, the Two of Cups. That intimate connection. The Two of Cups is known as the lesser lovers. It is the earthly embodiment of that loving relationship of the Major Arcana, the lovers. That intimate relationship is really going to cause some misdirection and slowing down of that movement that you'll see in January. Now, if you're in a relationship, it's going to be really balancing out that time between that movement and self-discovery and working on your relationship. If you're in a relationship, it's going to be a balance between the relationship and that self-discovery and spiritual enlightenment that's going to really be a bit of an obstacle and a challenge. Now, if you're looking for a relationship, possibility of a partner coming in or someone of interest that's going to impact this momentum, and also those ideas and needs to be in a relationship can be an obstacle. So it's those intimate relationships that will be your challenge. With the Two of Cups, we drew the Seven of Pentacles. This is one of the hard-working cards. There's a number of them in the Pentacle range. Sevens are a challenge card. They're usually victorious. Now the Seven of Pentacles talks about that exasperated, burnt out energy. We're going to feel overworked, especially after the holidays. There's lots going on. We have that deflated feeling. We're really going to feel that in the middle of the month, and we're going to have to address how to work more efficiently rather than that constant go. We have to release some things and allow other people to step up and take the reins on stuff, and allowing us the time and energy to focus in on ourselves and our journey. Let's Let's look at the month in more depth. What challenge will my Scorpio friends face in the beginning of January? Okay, we have a couple jumpers. Strength. The 8th card in the major arcana, and it talks about that inner passion and drive to do things, using our abilities and skills to make the impossible possible, taming that lion and making it look easy. That inner passion and fire is really going to kind of give us a little bit of a challenge, because we're going to be looking at that connection piece and working on grounding ourselves and nurturing and loving ourselves. Like I said, we're kind of at that frazzled stage. So the Queen of Pentacles will really help with that nurturing, loving stage where we can start to give back to ourselves. Our solar plexus is going to kind of kick in and say, hey, we can really take this on. Let's keep working at it, which is going to exasperate that frazzly, burnt out feeling. With her, jump the Queen of Wands. Same type of energy, except we're still in the solar plexus realm, and we're still dealing with those passions and drive. The same passion and drive that's going to help really bring us to where we need to go. This queen is really going to be part of that sensuality, really touching into the 2 of Cups there with that intimate relationship and those needs. She's asking you to focus your energy on a different aspect of your healing journey. Not quite what we want to do. You do want to balance that out. If you are in a relationship, you want to kind of balance the energies of both the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, because your partner, even though he or she is going to be a bit of a challenge, because you're going to have that balancing aspect, you can use this to your advantage. Sometimes it's really imperative that we use our obstacles to our advantage. Knowing them in advance, we can really plan for it and be mindful. We do have double queens. Queens are the 13th card in the minor arcana. And when you're looking at that double 13, the angels are telling you to calm your mind so that you can receive those intuitive messages and ideas that are going to help and support your journey. We also have double 8s, the 8 of Wands, and the Strength card, which is the 8th card in the major arcana. In angel messages, when you're looking at that double 8, you're looking at a time where we need to stay true to our passions, because prosperity is on its way. And that's really true. It's just the prosperity is a little bit different. We're not looking at that monetary piece. We're really looking at that development piece in that spiritual realm. Let's look at the middle of the month. What challenges do my Scorpio friends face in the middle of January? The Unknown card. This is a fantastic card. So the Unknown card is a deck-specific card. I really enjoy it when the creators of tarot decks create and add on to that basic 78. So the Unknown card talks about those mysteries. The universe isn't quite ready to reveal to you all those challenges that we're going to have to face. The big piece for you is going to be really balancing those 2 queens out and reflecting in on the 10 of Wands, because depending on the work that you do will depend on that challenge. It will be revealed to you as time goes on. However, right now, this deck is saying it's unknown to you. It's in the shadows. It's still a mystery. Let's look at the end of the month. What challenges do my Scorpio friends, got jumpers, face at the end of January? The first one, the 2 of Swords. 2 is about duality and choice. The Swords, about truth and knowledge. The Two of Swords is about indecision and uncertainty. And really, that devil is going to cause you a little bit of a hiccup anyway, and it's going to really exacerbate that uncertainty. To add to the Two of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles. Nines are about all that you've achieved in your life. The Pentacles about growth and abundance. The Nine of Pentacles talks about the Garden of Eden, all that you've created in your life. That garden, that abundance is there. We're not really going to truly be able to embrace, appreciate, or see that abundance. Between the devil and the Two of Swords, we're really going to have a very muddied view on what is and is not happening in our lives. The Fool doesn't have the power to overcome the devil. She's got too much of a carefree attitude. She's allowing the universe to direct her. Depending on how much work you can do to kind of loosen the nooses around your neck, the more you'll be able to tap into that carefree energy. However, it's literally like a stopping block for you. Like I said, you could tap into that dragon energy to help clear out some of that low vibrational energy that you have inside. The big piece there is going to be really reflecting in on those core value sets, those belief systems, those vices, so your addictions, the coping mechanisms. Are they to the highest vibration? What are they serving? And are they for your greater good? Going in and doing that work, that inner journey, will really help to loosen those nooses, pull them off so that you can embrace that energy of the Fool, that carefree, trusting in the universe, that leap of faith energy. Let's go on to blessings. What blessing can my Scorpio friends embrace in the beginning of January? The Blue Dragon prepares you to accept source healing. That's vital. And especially true here. We're looking at nurturing and loving ourselves, getting out of that frazzled state, really strengthening our roots so that we are able to make some really strong foundations. All right, let's go into the middle of the month. What blessings can my Scorpio friends embrace in the middle of January? The Green Dragon helps you tune into the secrets of nature, really tapping into that Queen of Pentacles energy, and also connects into these two Earth Dragons. That green, earthy, healing energy is going to be really imperative, especially as we go forward. We're trying to overcome the devil. We're trying to really strengthen and nurture ourselves as we gain direction and momentum, plus creating that foundation. No wonder my Scorpio friends feel so exhausted. You're really juggling a lot of balls here in January. We're going to go on to the end of January. What blessings can my Scorpio friends embrace at the end of January? The Emerald Dragon brings in healing and cosmic abundance. Again, with that healing, although we're looking more at that abundance piece again. So we've got a number of pentacles, and those pentacles really talk about that abundance in our lives. When you start to connect into these green dragons and the earth dragons, you're starting to really look at that abundance and growth. And that's going to be a kind of that stepping stone in January. It's going to help you build that foundation, which this foundation isn't just so much for 2020, it's for the whole decade. There's going to be a lot of preparation in the next 10 years, as there's going to be a major vibrational shift in the early 2030s. And we need that foundation, and that's what we're starting to lay literally day one in January. Let's look at some direction here. What guidance and information can we provide my Scorpio friends to help them overcome the obstacles in January and embrace the energies that the month offers them? Okay. The first card, the Three of Swords. We're going to have to work on some of this heartache and burden that we're carrying. It's not going to be a fun piece, but this healing energy that the dragons are going to offer us is going to be imperative. Now, a little piece on dragons. There's a lot of knowledge coming forward. The dragons had left humanity as a major support a number of years ago because we needed to raise our vibration. That's what the information they've been telling me. So they left for a while. They're back because we are finally at a place in time that we can start to make a difference, not only on our plane, but others. Now, dragons are not animals. I know we have the Komodo dragon, and yes, that's an animal. But the dragons we're talking about are high vibrational beings. They have great power and great wisdom. It kind of undermines them and mocks them when we say, oh, it's part of my totem animals, or it's my spirit guide. Part of that's true. We do have spirit dragons that are part of our guides. However, when we minimize them to saying, oh, well, I use it as a power animal, these are not animals, they're high vibrational beings. You don't say, oh, I use an angel as my power animal, because that undermines them and it belittles them. We should really be honoring them and respecting who they are. So, and I have little statues and figures of dragons. I don't call them my power animals, similar to the fact that I have statues and figures of angels. I use it to honor and celebrate them. These are groups of dragons, a type of dragon, if you will. So you can call on the blue dragon and the green dragon, and your neighbor can call on the same types of dragons. Different dragons of that group, or I don't want to say race, but that grouping, will come to them and come to you. They're not omnipresent. However, there are many of them, and they are there to help us out. All right, with the Three of Swords came the Queen of Swords. We're really going to have to address some of this past pain and hurts, those low vibrational energies. However, when we do, you see all these butterflies? That transformation is going to be amazing. We're going to see a lot of growth. That knowledge is going to be key. Taking the knowledge from those situations, releasing that energy, healing from that those situations and that low vibrational energy, and going forward. And the final jumper, the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is the Seven Deadly Sins card. Talks about confusion and uncertainty again. We're going to have that. However, our dragons can help us really figure out which of those cups we're going to need, because some of the 7 cups, or a few of the 7 cups, are going to be very supportive and helpful for us. So we do want to embrace that energy. We just need to figure out, and with some help and the help of our guides and guardian, we will really be able to figure out which of the 7 cups we want and need, and we can leave the rest. We do have multiple 7s. Now 7s are actually a lucky spirit number. In angel messages, when you see that multiple 7, what they're saying to you is that you're on the right track and you need to keep going. All right, let's end off on a blessing. What blessing can we offer my Scorpio friends for January? Okay, so we had a couple of them. It's a beautiful one. The orange gold dragon opens you to knowledge from the new golden age. When we start to really release some of the swords, some of this knowledge is going to come through not only from the golden age, however, from past lives and past experiences where we're going to remember skills and abilities that we had forgotten. With him, jump the aquamarine dragon. Enables you to accept your deepest soul wisdom. That again connects into those pieces that we have forgotten about ourselves. Really connecting into that soul's energy and energy signature, and remembering pieces about ourselves from past lives, those skills and talents that are really going to help us throughout this year and throughout this next decade as we really start to build that foundation and be able to start to heal so that we have a better ability to embrace what's happening in 2030. And finally, the orange dragon brings souls, families, and communities together. That connection in to your astral family, your spirit family is going to be key. They know you from a very true, authentic vibration. And it's that vibration that we need to get back to. So asking the orange dragon to help you connect in to your spirit family and those important individuals in those high vibrational areas, it's going to be helpful, and you can start to reconnect and strengthen those bonds as well. I want to thank you so much for joining me today and watching this video. I hope that you gained some insight and direction into what January is going to offer you and some of these amazing blessings that we can embrace. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest content. If you've seen my past videos, you know I'm more than just a tarot reader. I'm really connecting into these high vibrational beings and working on some of the healing and blessing aspect. Throughout this series, I've been really coming to the understanding that more knowledge needs to be shared around the high vibrational beings, especially our dragon friends, so that people are able to connect in to these amazing sources of support. So don't be surprised if I start doing some teaching series on those as well. So you never know where I'm going to go next. The best way to stay connected is through subscribing to my channel and hitting that little red bell so you don't miss any of the healing and guidance you're looking for. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to support me in making more, I have a Patreon page with many tiers and lots of perks. In some of my tiers, the perks are private readings with myself. I provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out? Until tomorrow, my Scorpio friends.